You know, there's songs and there's tunes, and tunes, to me, are things that's here and then gone. Songs last forever. So when you're a songwriter, you know, your personality and your feeling comes through who you are.
I'm the devil, the way I burned your heart, and that I never was in love. I know I did you wrong, but I never wanted to be.
I've been doing this for a long time. I was born and raised in Oakland, so I just want to say, welcome to Oakland to everybody out there. This is authentic Oakland right here. I can only give you Oakland. This right here is not a guitar, this is a weapon.
Why it's really important to me to talk about the craft of songwriting, because I feel like songwriting today is on another plateau. The youth today, new writers are coming up with new patterns, new forms, new harmonies even, so to speak. So at the same time, while I'm here to speak and give information about where I come from and how I approach songwriting, I'm here to learn.
Hi, Oakland. This is my first time in the Bay Area, so far it's been dope.
My name's Kirby Maurier, and I am a hip-hop and R&B singer-songwriter from Miami, Florida.
Like I don't care at all, and I left you there, standing there.
I'm Fantastic Negrito. There's only one Fantastic Negrito in the world. I made sure of that before I came up with the name. Out of Oakland, California, the Bay Area, the greatest tribe ever, the Bay Area, and I'm an artist. And I write songs, music.
So I really crafted my songwriting, writing on the streets. I'd quit music for a long time. And then I decided to come back, and I was 40, and I thought, nobody cares about me, I'm 40. And so I go, well, I'm gonna go play these songs for people who don't wanna hear them. So then I'd go out into the streets and I'd play.
But one night I'm hanging out, coming from my studio spot, whatever, and I see this gentleman on the corner jamming the hell out of an acoustic guitar, and the club is next door. People are out in the front, it's going down, and he's on the corner, got his own thing going. So, you know, if you know me, I mean, I'm always riding dirty. I always got a guitar or something in one of my cars or something. So I jumped out with my acoustic, and we just getting it this is about, mind you, 1 or 2 in the morning. We going hard, like it's like 3 or 4 people in front of us. This gentleman does it for the love. Y'all got to give it to him, because he's a real one.
So a lot of this came from my love of black roots music, which I was introduced to as a kid and hated. Hated it. I was like, what is this? There's no drums. It's just people with a guitar, and they sound sad. But after I lived a very sad life, then I thought, whoa, I feels that.
My favorite songwriters are Anita Baker, definitely a lot of soul in my background. Aaliyah, who is more sort of new. And I have to say Mariah Carey, like always. Like I feel like every time I say her name, I feel like a little girl, like again. But one of her songs was like the first songs that I learned growing up, so she'll always be #1 in my eyes.
How do you approach writing songs?
Oh, well, basically 2 different ways. I usually like to be with a producer in the studio when I'm first writing a song, or if, like, say someone sends me a beat or a track or something like that, I usually go in the car and I turn up real loud, and it just really gets me in the vibe, you know?
So you got to set a mood.
Yeah, right. So it's usually 2 ways. What about you?
I mean, I really have to set the mood. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like to be. If you know me, if folks know me from here. I like being amongst the people, and really feeling what it is.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Living.
Right.
And I put life on tracks, and that's just what it is.
I think the most important thing about music is a vehicle. It's a vehicle to truth. Maybe I say things that should be said because they're helpful, but they're a little uncomfortable. I find that when I'm uncomfortable in writing the song, like, oop, then it's good. And that's mostly about just walking towards the light. wherever you go, man, walk towards the light.
What about you? How do you approach songwriting?
You know, I'm probably the most fucked up person in the room. And so I just kind of go with that. I mean, be honest with you, I mean, I think it's just, I get a lot of songs in my head, and 90% of them are terrible. And so I will take like the 10% and try to work with that.
He is being so 100 right now. He's so transparent. That's what I love about this man right here.
Dwayne is a friend and a mentor, a big brother, just someone that I've always admired and respected, and really a hero in the Bay Area in my sense, and a pioneer. He's one of the pioneers. You say his name with Sly Stone. You say the Tonys, you say Santana, you say Metallica, you say Green Day, you say Creedence Clearwater Revival, you say Too Short, you say MC Hammer, you say Vogue. I mean, we produce some really great artists in the Bay Area.
Songs sell songs. When you look at it for what it is, if you're looking for the long run, for the forever run,
right.
It's not about, I sold 1 million, especially today. Yeah. It's really not about I sold 1 million copies or 100,000, whatever. It's like 1 million followers, but it adds up to nothing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Today, it's like, just give me folks that want to hear and come celebrate together and live and grow and experience. Right. And that's what it's about. Mm-hmm. It's passion. Yeah. So those songs came through passion. And I'm so honored to still be able to do these songs at 25 years old, or 30, going on 30 years old.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm excited that Toni stays on the road. That's my therapy. You know what I mean? But most of all, I'm excited that we now have a foundation that's called Youth Aid Nonprofit, and we have the opportunity to groom and nurture and give the next generation opportunity and show them how to do this game at industry level.
I had to say this. I learned, even though I'm a producer, I really learn from the artists that I produce, especially the new artists today. I just expose them to give them opportunity, and then I stand back and watch what I'm going to learn. I would like to hear some of the stuff, your take on this industry, because you're coming in right now, and it's a lot going on. You can pop up and be there, or you can pop up and be here, or whatever.
Right.
But what means from the songs that you write? Obviously, you're traveling, and you're exposing, your craft. Mm-hmm. What do you want to get out of the songs that you're delivering? What do you want people to feel from
Well,
them?
I definitely want them to be timeless.
Yeah,
as yours.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, this industry is definitely tough. It's really tough.
It's loud
definitely
out
tough
there.
to stay in as well. You have to really be doing it for the love of it, and I definitely love it. I just never feel like I have to make it to a certain level because I'm doing it for the love. As long as I'm singing, I'm doing what I love, and I'm making a living from it, that's all I want.
Yeah. So as an artist, you do know that what I like hearing and seeing about this is that in order to win, you have to do it like this. You got to be able to be real and be able in front
Definitely.
of. It's not about, you can get in front of 5,000, 10,000 people and pull it off all night with production. But when you get it in like this when you can tell
Intimate setting.
who's for
100%.
real about it and who's not. You know what I mean? You sitting up here, you and your guitars, and you guys just vibing, and you held this crowd like this. But your songs are dope, and your style is very dope.
Thank you.
Really.
That means so much.
I appreciate that. No, for real.
Today made me feel like $1 million bucks. The advice and the encouragement that I got from all of the other artists I performed with today is so valuable. It's like you can't really pay for, an opportunity like this. It's definitely something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life.
I just want to say that it has been a pleasure getting down like this, because and I mean, we really just met, but you can tell it's a bond, right?
Right.
I'm sure I'm going to see you moving and moving and moving. It's going to be the same love forever.
Thank you.
I'm done.
Very good.
Thank you guys so much for coming tonight.